But I was thinking of something. I was watching Bob Proctor, my mentor, speak and stuff, and there's a beautiful Bible verse, and it says, I think it was Mark. I don't remember what part of the Bible, but it said, "What God joined together." Right, and then in Matthew's it says, "So they are no longer two, but of one flesh." And like what I always try and do when I read something, like I love quotes, if you guys haven't noticed. And the reason I love quotes is they've taken something so vast, they've taken thousands of words and condensed it into a small, finite picture, right? And what I'm saying is, have you created that product story? Have you become one with your upline, right? And the reason that's important is the experience and the guidance that person can share with you. So kind of look at your person who's above you that brought you into this. Like, I don't want to say that, like they're your parent, but right, like that as a parent, we know more, we've experienced more. So grab a hold of that person, right? Have you done that? That's what I want to ask you. Have you grabbed a hold of that story? Is that story part of you? Right? Is it cultivating? Is it growing roots? I always say there's nothing more powerful than a mother who their child's life has been changed by something, right? And I was reminded by that one day. I was watching National Geographic. I love nature. If you want answers, just watch nature, watch God in action, and you'll never make a mistake. Everything that we do is a mimic of what God has already made in nature. And it was funny, these two bears, there was a female bear and she had cubs, and this grizzly bear was about half the size the mother was of this male dominant grizzly. And he came over and he was wanting to basically kill the cubs so that he could create his own gene pool. And she whooped his butt, rolled him, beat him, freaking like nothing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, she beat his rear end 2 football fields of links and rolled him seriously. And I was thinking, that's what they mean by the mother bear and the cub, right? But what I'm saying, have you created that? Do you have that story? Do you know your why? And the reason the why is important, because every one of us are going to get kicked down. You may have seen my post this morning about everybody has a David inside of them, right? Okay. That's why God always uses the examples of the weak link, because we expect the person that we think is great to do the job, but he always pulled out people that were small and we felt infinitesimal, because he wanted to show that we all have that same potential. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, he said, what lies behind and what lies before you are infinitesimal or tiny compared to what lies inside of you. And I want to let you in on this before we get going. It was when you look at the energy exchange and what you have in your body, your hand alone has enough energy. It's like 11 trillion kilowatts of energy. It would run all of the northern hemisphere, every like building, every home, everything for an entire week. That's what we have inside of us. Do any of you here think about making your heart work? Do you think about digesting your food? Do you think about how to make your hand work and all no, it's already, you have that in you. I'm asking you to think about releasing that potential, right? It's already in, it's already impressed. Let it express. So homework I want you guys to do is I want you to grab a hold of, like I've already got meetings set up with certain people, right? But grab a hold of your person who brought you into this and start to become on their hip. When I was up Beth, my upline's rear end all the time is when I had the most growth, truthfully, because I didn't have to do the stupid crap and make the stupid mistakes. Now, did I do that? I did do that. And it's not as fun. It's nice to be able to run and do your thing faster. Hey, beautiful, come here. And my point is, Cadence wants to say hello. You say hello, she's going to get another gift. So it's like birthday month or something. We're on a team call, okay? Can you say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Can I get a kiss? I love you very much. Thank you for coming in. Can I have my earbud back? I love, almost there. All right, Matt, Liz, you need to go get dressed so Nana Papa can take you to get your toy. I love you. Thank you, beautiful. Go on. Carrot and stick, right? But no, seriously, what I want you to do is set up a time with those people. If you can't get a hold of your upline and you need someone, grab somebody more experienced, or Monica, myself, Misty, Dr. White, let us know. We want you to, don't do what I did at first. Don't micromanage stuff. Let the people above you help you and guide you so that you can grow yourself, right? So does anybody have anything they want to add to that before we get rocking? Misty, do you have anything you want to cover too? I know you've been learning a lot in Summer Crush and stuff through Beth.
I didn't have anything prepared for this morning. I figured we'd maybe get back to blitzing a little bit more, reaching out and making sure we had time to do that today. And then I can bring something on Tuesday again.
Awesome. Absolutely. Does anybody have anything they want to add? Questions about anything? Because what I want to do is I want to create clarity, right? We want to understand if maybe you have a question right now about your back office or something, right? It doesn't matter what it is, ask it now. And then in a few, like maybe 10 minutes, we'll start reaching out to people and doing our work, right?
Hey, Laura, did you want to share what you learned yesterday with your new partner about the language?
Sure. I learned that I don't know as much as I thought I knew. It was honestly kind of stressful for me. And I have 2 other partners. So what I want moving forward is I'd like to do, like, you do this, and this. So I've added Alush to all the teams. I've sent her the text, but I didn't know about the email that you mentioned this morning. And I didn't know where to even find that. So
Fast start.
fast start email.
Fast track.
Yep, I sent you how to get there. So if anybody does not know, we have a fast start email. It's just a great way to get your team started quickly. So all you do is you go to Team Prosperity, and under Files in Team Prosperity is where
Hey, Misty, let me
Yep.
screen share. Can I screen share with you? And
Yeah,
you walk them
absolutely.
through? Let's do this because the mind sees in pictures, right? So if you guys can see where we're going instead of us just telling you, it's going to make a lot better impact, right? There you go. Now I'm no longer recording this, Misty, so you may have to. I think when I gave you the host, it took that away. Kathy, that's what happened the other night with us.
It still says recording.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, good. It is now. Gotcha.
We were going to.
Now Misty is going into your back office, guys. So a lot of people that may be new, once you go to Juice Plus Virtual Office, you type in your username and password, and it'll take you to the back. Well, I misspoke. We're going to Facebook. Sorry, Misty. Team Prosperity.
We're gonna go to Team Prosperity.
Now this is an ad tag message group for our teammates, not for customers. But we're in the middle of creating that. So.
All right, so if you scroll down here, there's files. Can everybody see that? Right here. Click on that. And then if you scroll down, there's only one file in here, and that's the fast track email. Fast start, fast track. So this helps just give them some tools right off the bat, and it gives them a step-by-step process they can go through to get started quickly.
I didn't even know that was there.
Yes, we did. We put it there together.
Oh, we did? No, you probably put it there. I just probably talked about it.
Yes, and everyone's tagged in it right here. See, but it was a while ago, so it's always good to refresh, right? Yeah.
Rinse, repeat, right?
Yep. So just tag your people
Hey,
in this
Miss,
to get started. Yes.
that's the same that we send through a text too, right? Is that the exact same one that has all
can
the
do
different
through a
websites
text.
and all that?
Yep.
I mean, the different.
Here, let's click on it real quick. Sorry.
Yes, Kathy, I'm pretty sure you can. Huh? I'm pretty sure you can send this as a text too.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I think I got it from you in a text. Okay, perfect.
Perfect. The other thing you can do, Kathy, that's a great reminder. The other thing you can do is copy this and paste it in your phone notes, and then you can just text somebody, or you have it right there to send in an email if you want to. So
Yeah, it looks better in an email.
Let me back up on what Misty said, guys. And she's 100%. I would tell you to do what she said, but make sure you name it something you're going to remember. So that way, when you go into your notes and hit the search, it might be what new partner, fast track, Juice Plus, or whatever, right? That way you can find it. That's all. Because as you build more team, right, we have to create systems. And if we have systems, Dr. White knows very well, building practices in large volume, you have to have systems in place that you don't have to think about. And that's how duplication happens, right? So it's one teach many, as Garrett always says, Dr. Garrett. So, you know, if you just create a system, and we know this system, Laura, that's where your growth's going to happen, because now you're becoming aware. But just remember, being aware is wonderful, but you got to condition that over and over until it's like, what Laura writes, you're like, oh, it's here. And you can tell us what's on the email. That's when you own the material. Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, Misty, go ahead.
So that is what I sent, but this must be an updated version of what I had in my notes from 7 months ago or something.
It should be the same. I don't think we've updated it. I don't think there's anything new to add. We could though add the bundle videos if we want to, now that those are out. We didn't want to make it too long or overwhelming.
Yep.
Mhm.
If
But
people are overwhelmed, they won't take action.
right.
Right.
We wanted to
Which
make
is
it-
why, sorry, we keep talking. Go ahead, Misty.
we just wanted to make it as simple as possible.
And then make sure too, Laura, when you go over, or anyone for that matter, like I'm meeting with Russ and Lisa, I think, you know what I mean, Monday night, right? So make sure you go over these parts with them personally so that they're comfortable. And really I would recommend doing it on a Zoom call if you can. Okay, that's the best. So you can see the person, make sure they're understanding what you're sharing with them. And you can see it. If they hesitate and they look at you kind of, you know they're not understanding. So take your time, give them some examples. And if you know you get off, you're like, well, I don't think that went right. That's okay. Hey, call me, call Misty, call somebody that, you know what I mean, has done it more, right? And we'll help you right through that and create comfort with them. And when they're comfortable, they'll share. You know, I probably shared with you guys 4 years ago, I had another chiropractor introduce me to Juice Plus, and I started taking it. My wife, little girl, my wife took it, but I didn't do anything with it. I got 2 people in my office take it. I put the bottles out. They took it, didn't do anything with it. And because I didn't know how to put the orders in, I wasn't comfortable, even though I like the product. And then Garrett came along and he created some systems. I'm like, oh, okay, you know. And then I figured how to put it all in. You know what I mean? So that was my backstory, but that's how the mind works. If you don't understand, you won't move forward.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So just always remember that. And don't be hesitant to ask us for help.
I really want to make sure we all understand that this is a team. We're here to help you all. So we're happy to help anybody, whether you're a sideline or directly below us. When Dr. Kenny started, Garrett was brand new too. He didn't know what he was doing really either. So, you know, Kenny was really reaching out to Beth, who was above Dr. Garrett. So it's absolutely okay to reach up wherever you need to go to get answers. So when I was on the phone doing the 3-way call with Laura's new partner the other day, she asked me what that looked like. And I said, well, if you have a question and Laura's not available, you call me. If you can't get a hold of me, we'll give you Dr. Kenny's number. You can call him. So, you know, we absolutely have those layers of people that you can, where we'll find an answer for you, and someone should be available. So don't feel like you can't lean on us. And even I will tell you, the other day I was thinking, what do you need to get QST? Like, I haven't done it in a while, right? So you have to remind yourself. And so like Laura not knowing that email was there, or that letter, that's just because we haven't done it in a minute, and that's okay. We just have to refresh our memory, and it comes back pretty quickly. So don't be afraid to ask questions, even if you knew the answer before and you just don't remember. That's okay.
But this makes us better. This also makes us better leaders, because then we realize what we didn't teach you or share with you, right? So like, don't feel bad. Like, I mean that when people ask me questions, I get excited because I'm like, wow, there's a blind spot I didn't see. You know what I mean? So somebody was asking a question. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Misty, you mentioned just now the bundle videos. I'm not sure what videos you're talking about. I'd like to have the information on whatever videos we do have, so that I can use those sharing as well, if those are ones for us to share.
Yep, absolutely. So if you go back through our JP team thread on Facebook Messenger, I posted those maybe about 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, something
Okay.
like that. They're all listed in there, and they give a little description of the price for the bundle, what's included in the bundle, and then a video link that you can share with people that you feel would be interested in.
Okay, perfect. Yep, I'll go back through and find that and put it in my notes. Thanks.
Hey guys, I don't know if, here's something too I want to share with you guys. These are really powerful. Are you guys all subscribed to Juice Plus on YouTube?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I would go right now on YouTube, and I would just type in Juice Plus, and then you could subscribe. And that way, when new things come out, you can get it. But here's why I want to show you this. So when I type it in, there are so many videos. And so what I do, knowing everybody on here, this is our side hustle, right? Gig. What I do is if I'm folding laundry, I tend to do the laundry in the house. So I'll fold that laundry and I'll like be listening to something to utilize my time, right? Now, the reason I want to show you this, when you scroll down, can you guys see my camera?
Mhm.
Okay, see that guy right there and it says 7 beside him? When you click that, these are videos that you can actually listen to and then share with people. Like one's on reducing cholesterol and inflammation. How many people you know that would love that? It's like 2 or 3 minutes long and it's done by a doctor. Okay, very professionally done. There's one on here from Nemours Hospital showing reduction of insulin resistance in little boys done here in Jacksonville, Florida, and reduction of belly fat. Okay, there's one on here about polyphenols and how it gets in your bloodstream. There's one here about the cancer research at MD Anderson, and they've got skin studies and dental studies. So you can literally type in this stuff and pull these videos up, take notes on them. It'll make you think about people that you love, and you can forward it to them. Does that kind of make sense, guys? But those are really easy ways to just reach out and follow up with people. That's all.
Hey, Kenny,
Missy, we're
just
going to show that. Yeah, absolutely, Missy.
do you remember on Team Prosperity, there is one of the videos we tag people in?
Yep.
I think it's the welcome video, but I don't see it. I thought
You
it
know
was
what you could do, Missy, right? I usually use my phone. Do the search on this one here, right? Can you do that for me? The looking glass on Team Prosperity. So we're in Team Prosperity, and you know how there's a search engine, right? Let's show them how to do this. I usually do this on my phone.
Everybody see this search up here?
So yeah, would you push that button? Now, when you add team, let's just show them a couple simple things. Please type in, if you would, Misty, how to add a Juice Plus order. Okay, so now show them how you click it. The link, right? Now it'll bring this up in a second.
Yep. Come on.
Now let's type somebody's name in underneath that too in the comment, please, Misty.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, you could hit the comment button at the top and it would do it. That's okay. So now you would type in, let's say Laura's, let's type in someone's name. Now they should pop up. It's not doing it.
It's not doing it. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Okay. Do you see what we just did here, guys? Now you push her button, and now Laura is going to be tagged in that video. So when I bring on a teammate, I say, hey, when you get a moment, I'm inviting you to Team Prosperity and the other site's recordings. And then I'll say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tag, once you are invited and you accept the invite, please text me back. Then I immediately go in, once they've accepted the invite, and I tag them in the videos, just like Missy just did. And that way, if you can't get with your upline, you got somebody really hot that wants to help somebody, that video shows them exactly how to put in any Juice Plus order. Now, would you please type in how to enter a children's health study, right? Or welcome, yeah, we'll show them all those. And it might be family study too, if it doesn't pop up. So now you do the same thing here. Tower Garden, you would do the same thing, okay? How to add a partner, you would type that in. This shows you how to add a partner, okay? So these are little ways. You're gonna find out real quick who the leaders are that you bring in, right? So if you own a business, Dr. White knows this and Misty very well too, like you point somebody in direction, you see if they follow. Most people want that, right? If they're really driven, and you just show them, hey, Misty, here's what you do. And Misty she's like, when I brought her on, she was like, how to use the back office? I'm like, I have no freaking clue. like, I don't worry about that. I just go share the product and my story and I just get people, but that drove her nuts. So I've had to learn some of this stuff, but these are simple ways to tag people and let them take over too. Now, you go ahead and do the welcome if you'd like to. And I think that thing's got all kinds of other videos. It's kind of like the fast start email. I think it's kind of where you're going. Am I right, Misty, what you were thinking?
Yeah, I wanted to share too, when you tag people in the different videos, give them a quick, hey, this is how you do healthy starts for families where kids get the fruits and veggies for free. And that way it's a little easier for them to understand what we're looking for. Okay, so we'll search again.
we're all kind of like little kids when we come into this. Like we have no idea, right? So if you drop a kid off somewhere, hey, here's a bike, and they're like, they don't even know what the bike is. How are they gonna ride a bike? You know what I mean? So if we just take that time to help them learn how to pedal through this, right? They're gonna be able to do this a lot faster.
It's bringing up all of the welcome,
Is it okay?
like welcoming people.
Did you type in welcome video? I didn't see, Misty. I'm sorry.
Let me go back and check.
Okay. There you go.
So I was looking for the one that had all of the videos. Here we go.
This is it. There you go.
This is it. Yeah. So when you go in and type in welcome video, you can see he's got Michelle, all of these videos that are really great videos to watch too. So it just puts them in an easy place. Going to YouTube though, you can search exactly kind of more what you're looking for, which is nice as well. But this is a great video to tag them into.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Anything else? Any other questions on Facebook on our Team Prosperity page and how to start somebody?
You guys find this helpful too? Is it okay that we do this?
Yes, I think it's very helpful.
You want
It
to
only
make
took
sure,
us 2 years to figure that out. Misty.
I know. You want to make sure you invite them to recordings as well. So, and then if you want to add them to the Leopold page, you can. I honestly gauge that on the person I'm inviting that's joining my team. So if it's somebody who I feel is going to, like maybe a dietitian or maybe somebody like I just added the naturopath. I added her to Beth's page as well because there's a lot of really valuable resources on there, I think, for practitioners. So I added her to that page too, but that's your choice. And then the recordings page is really important for everybody. And then you want to explain that when they go to the recordings page, all they need to do is type in what they're looking for to see if there's any study or video or testimonial audios on that particular subject. And then you can share that with people. So say you're talking to somebody about the product and they have high cholesterol, you can go to recordings on Facebook, which we can do right now. And then you would type in cholesterol. And then if there's any, I usually listen to them real quick and see what it says and make sure that it's applicable to that person. And then I send them that content just to help them. Then it's not coming from us. It's that third-party verification, right? That we talk about so much.
And what is that group called? Recordings?
Recordings.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
I invited you guys, I'm pretty sure, to that, Kathy.
Yeah,
I don't remember
I-
that one.
Do you not
It's a
remember that,
very
Michelle?
powerful place to go. I use a lot of that. Sometimes I watch parties off of that.
That's a good idea, Laura.
What did you say, Laura? I didn't hear you, honey. My phone cut out.
Sometimes I do watch parties off of like a lot of the videos, especially if they're like 10 minutes. You literally start the watch party in Facebook and you don't have to actually be there. It just has to be playing and you can be cleaning your house and checking in and seeing if people are clicking on there, watching it, and then answer questions.
Yep. You know, another one too, guys, like as Misty was saying, once you listen to these and make sure they're applicable, and then what you do is you forward it to that person that you know it makes sense to, right? That you saw something on Facebook about them, maybe private message of this, right? Hey, I saw this made me think of you. I heard some things that you were going through. All the best. You know, and is there anyone else that you know that this can benefit? So kind of open the window up, right? Yep.
Yeah. So then you would just click the YouTube link, listen to that, and then share it.
And that recordings is the name of the group because I'm not finding it.
Yep. See right here in the top, it's got a red bar across it and it says recording. So let me go back to it and see if I can invite
Hey,
you.
Michelle, let me see if I can. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I'll send you an invite. I got it, Miss.
You got it? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And then Lisa too.
Yeah.
Lisa Kennedy.
Yep.
And Russ.
Yeah, Michelle, I sent you an invite. It said you were invited,
And then her
Okay,
husband
perfect. I'll
Russ.
go look.
but it's probably a while back. So I don't. Do you know how to do that, Misty? If somebody didn't accept it and then go back in and do it, you probably
No,
have to
I've never
dig
been
back.
able to figure that out. So, but I did just invite Lisa. So she was not invited yet.
Can you invite her husband Russ, please?
I just did.
Okay. So
Okay.
if I'm not friends with them, I can't.
Oh, okay. I do have a question. Once you get the ad tag message group going, can we take videos from you two and put them in that group?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's
Because
here's the way it works, guys. If, for instance, Kathy, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm your NMD, like the top. So here's the way kind of the chain of command works, right? If I would be recorded, but just post it, and I'll find out if we need to take it down. You'll
Okay.
reach me. You know what I mean? And I'll be like,
I
hey,
like
Kathy,
that.
we got to alter that. Yeah. So it all comes to me.
Yeah. I was just scrolling through that just now, and there's a lot of weight loss in there with Juice Plus, you know, some good stories and just different things that would really grab attention once we get the AdTech message group going, because that'll be like a selling point for all of us.
Oh, absolutely.
So if someone ordered the shakes, they went in on my website online and ordered just the shakes. Can we go back now and tell them, look, you could get 15 servings of the shakes for $5 if you do the duo and get it for your kids for free. Can we change that order for them or no?
What, you mean they already have the
I
family health
just
study?
got an email saying this guy ordered shakes.
Okay.
So can I go back to him and say, hey, we can do a family health study. You'll get the shakes for $5 shipping, plus your child will get it free. I mean, because I think, what did he spend? 30.
Yeah. Yeah,
There's a way to do it?
you could totally like, I mean, you could call him and say, hey, I noticed you ordered this. I don't know if you have any children. I do this all the time. When you get leads, once you get the sales coordinator, the company sends you leads, like where maybe somebody ordered online, you don't know them, and they just gave them to you. And they might just order the trio. And so I'll call that person and I'll leave them a message, because they don't usually answer. They don't want to be dealt with typically. So they just did it online, right? So I'll say, hey, I'm Dr. Harless. I am going to be taking care of you, answering any questions you have. You know, I'm sure you're busy. If you would like, let me know how you want me to contact you, whether it's text, email, whatever, what works best for you. But I noticed that you ordered this, and I don't know if you have kids or nieces or nephews or friends who has kids, but you can actually offer a free children's health study from your order. And so, and I'll just try to give them value that way. So you could do the same thing with that. Absolutely, Laura. You would just have to alter and say, hey, I don't know if you have any children, you know, I mean, but here's what we're doing. And you can try these shakes for free for only $5, shipping and handling. So yeah, I mean, it's people skills, right? You know what I mean? So, and you just, if you come from the heart, you're calling that guy to help him even more. Absolutely, right? But if you're trying to, like, you know, just sleazy, you know, get somebody to do something, they're going to feel that too. So no, but yeah, you're coming from the right place. I would absolutely call them and see if you can add value like that.
Next question, you.
Mm-hmm.
You always tell me to close.
I wanted to share really quickly too. Yesterday, Laura and I were, after we did the 3-way call with her new partner, they met at Panera. She went over some things with her, make sure she understood, because there's a little bit of a language barrier. Her primary language is French. And so they were going through things, and she was on the back office. She changed the country in the little world. Do you want me to screen share that again?
Yeah, it changes the language. Yeah.
Yeah, it changes the language, but it also then will change the dollar amount from US dollars to whatever country you're in, to their currency. So if you ever have, and her partner was so excited about that. It was really cute.
Now think about how powerful that is, because she had self-doubt. Am I going to have to figure this out? Is that one more thing I got to do? And you guys just took that fear away. That's awesome.
So now you can see all of the language has changed. And if
Yeah,
I go to,
she's super excited because now she can share this with all her family in France. I mean, she was high-fiving me in Panera.
Oh, they got uplift. I'm so jealous. Look at that.
I am too. I love it. I love that.
For you guys that don't know, this is, hopefully they're bringing this to us. I don't know, but it's an energy drink, but it's not. It's all made from plants. And so, like, my wife,
so awesome.
Yeah, my wife can't drink coffee. It stimulates her too much. Well, this stuff doesn't affect her. It's freaking like in that way and jittery. It's awesome. Go ahead.
It works so good. Oh my goodness, it's good stuff.
So did we used to have it and then they took it away, or?
I think they're still tinkering with it, Michelle. What they did is they named it Lift and misnamed it over in Europe. Came out first over there. And then they brought it here and they let us all try it and stuff. Do you know what's going on with that, Misty?
Oh, okay.
Are you familiar? Okay.
I haven't heard anything about it, which was, I was
Awesome.
sad. They were
I'm gonna text
demoing it in the US for sales coordinators and above. And then after that, I haven't heard anything. So,
I'm gonna text Beth and see.
oh,
Yeah,
good.
y'all should inquire on that.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would love
That's
that.
one of our favorite products we had through Pure.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep, it's really good stuff. And my husband doesn't do coffee or anything like that. And he took this. We were driving home from, I think, vacation. And he's like, I'm so tired. And I said, here, try this drink. And I gave it to him. He's like, wow, that really works. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was within like 5 minutes.
mhm.
Ooh,
of
I need
my
that.
bacon,
I need
rock and
that.
rolling.
And I would
Oh,
take
that'd be
mine.
awesome.
Did you guys ever try it? I would put it in like carbonated water, club soda. Oh, dude, it's like I
That'd
loved
be
it that
good.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. I still have some left. I'm hoarding them. You can't have them. They're mine.
Yeah, they allowed sales coordinators and above to buy them to try them for a while, but I
Mm.
don't know.
Incentives.
Yeah, see, the beauty of it too, guys, is our products are all foods. They have a shelf life. So you can't, you know what I mean? So they had to get rid of everything and stuff. So thank you.
Any
That's
other
super.
questions? And it's just time. It just takes a little time to go, you go through things a little bit at a time, and it's just layers and levels of learning. And you all know that you've done other things like this. So anytime you have questions, reach out. Don't hesitate.
Yeah, just create your product story. And here's the thing, guys, when you bring on team, I had somebody the other day, we were talking. She was like, I don't know if I want to. I said, look, you don't need a product story to share the product. You know what I mean? Like honestly, like if you go into a doctor's office, what does it always say? For prevention. It doesn't say eat more vitamins or take more drugs. It says eat more fruits and vegetables, drink more water, and move. Right. So, and sometimes it might not be your story. It might be somebody else's story. You know what I'm saying? But your story embedded and becomes a part of you. That's what keeps you on the journey, because there'll be setbacks. There's going to, trust me, in this journey where it's a butt kicker a lot of times. But if you have a strong enough why, you'll push through those things. You know what I mean? So your story becomes your opportunity to help others.
Lisa
Hey,
just
Kenny,
shared with me.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Misty. No, I just wanted to congratulate my two new team to Partner Plus, Lisa and Michelle. I know I posted it in the back, but very proud to be working with them. And
Yeah.
And
thank
not
y'all.
only, how about you, QSC? Yeah, you just say QSC too, young lady. So congrats.
So this team is like my second family. I love it. So looking forward to growing with y'all.
That's what it's about.
So Lisa just shared with me too, and congrats everybody. That's awesome. We got to celebrate those moments for sure. I don't know if everybody knows too, you can express fast track for the first 2 levels to Partner Plus and QSC. To get express fast track, you get double the bonus. So instead of $50, you get $100. And the same thing is true to get to QSC, you double the bonus. And it's 10 days for the express fast track to Partner Plus. So if you get 1,000 PVC in the first 10 days, then you get $100 bonus in express fast track. And then if you do, I think it's 30 days. Is that right, Kenny? QSC in 30
I need to look, but I think you're right, Miss, which you might have done too, Kathy. So
yeah, from the
I think
first
Kathy
quarter
did
that
both
you
of
put-
those.
Yeah, well, Lisa did it in 10 days.
So I don't know if that promotion looks different in the back office, Kenny.
yeah.
it doesn't, and I think Beth told me that they've changed a lot of things so fast, guys. So a lot of these things were just honestly, it's my fault, but I'm just not up on it because they've made a lot of changes this year. But I was asking her, and she said you just put in the promotion, and then they look at the time frame and stuff and the dates and all that. So
Yeah, but just
if
so
you
you're
don't,
aware,
if you don't get that money like how you think you should, just tell me or you're up, and we'll figure it out, and we'll make sure it gets done properly for you. Sorry, Misty, I didn't mean to cut you off.
nope, that's what I was gonna say too. Just so you're aware and you can watch for it. And Laura, you're gonna want to tell your new partner that too, so she just knows. Yeah, my partner that I just added just missed it. So, but
Oh, guys, think of the psychology here, right? What do you normally get in your mail? Bills or money? So what Juice Plus does is they send your bonus money in your mailbox. And make sure that you're signing up for automatic deposit so you get your money faster. Your money's then working for you, but everything else goes into your own account. And they'll take $3 away if you don't sign up for that.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, think of that. People are getting money, and the research shows if you get somebody making money, their chances of staying in the game are so much higher. You know, and I pitch the real stuff to people. If you become a QSC, Kathy, like you, and then you qualify that business, which I think 17 trios, and we're going off pace a little bit, but 24 trios, I believe, or 27 trios and like 19 quads, I think is what it is. I can do the math. But literally, when you do that, you average $500 to $750 a month. That's a game changer that's a house, you know what I mean? That's a car payment. Like and you get enough of those, and those people get inspired and they start really taking action. You know what I mean? So, and I can show you guys what those numbers look like one night too, and how that works. That's when I come do talks and stuff for people. But when this whole world fire thing stops, we'll talk more about that. You know what I mean? So that's partially why I retired, so I can go help other people do stuff like this.
Hey, Kenny, maybe we should do maybe we should draw that out for everybody next time. And because we haven't done that in a while, where we do the circle and we draw the legs out so people can just see the different possibilities and kind of have an understanding of what that looks like.
Shoot, I'll do it right now. I got my board here. Do you want me to do that?
That's fine. Yep. Let me show them really quickly. Lisa
Absolutely.
shared with me, and thank you so much, Lisa. But how to share the page with somebody in Messenger. So if you're in recordings and you want to share this page with somebody, you click on the 3 little dots here. And then you...
Oh, awesome.
Oh, wait, that's not what it looked like. Maybe it's different on the phone. Hold on a second.
3 buttons, top right corner.
Yeah, but it's not, it's different on my phone. So on the phone, if you click the 3 dots, it should say share messenger, copy link. So that would be an easy way to do it. I wonder where it is.
You can, we're gonna have an echo, sorry. You can do it from the computer. I'll take screenshots and send it.
Okay, I can share that after, Kenny, you do the, I'll stop my screen share and you can.
Oh, that's good. Okay. So Misty, what were you wanting me to do exactly?
Well, I was just thinking, why don't you show them how to get to QSC with the diagram that we've done, and then show maybe like sales coordinator too, just so that they can see how to share it with their partners.
Yeah. So, okay, a quad is the way we do this. You need to know what product volume is. So when you sell a quad, that's the fruits, the veggies, the berries, and the omegas. That's $420 over 4 months, $105 a month. So the company gives you all that product volume up front. So that means you get 420 points for a quad.
Record players here.
Can you guys see that okay, or is that backwards?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Now the trio is 300 points. Okay, so let's say that, you know, Michelle just comes on board, right? This is Michelle. And Michelle orders, as she did for herself and her husband, you got 2 quads. So that's 840 points right there on your initial order, Michelle. All you need is 160 points to hit what we call Partner Plus. And as Misty said earlier, if you do this in 10 days, you get a $100 bonus check versus 50. So what would we rather make? Right? So she literally is at 840. She gets 1 customer order, and Juice Plus has changed some things. So basically, if you just have 2 orders, even in the same household, you get 1,000 points is all you need. That's your first overall bonus. Now, let's say Michelle brings on, in this case, we're going to use Kathy and Lisa. Okay. Now that she's a Partner Plus at this point, now Kathy brings in, let's say, 2,000 points. Right? So basically divide 2,000 by 420, she got 5 orders, roughly. Okay. And let's say Lisa does, she's not really biting yet. She's at 800, right? But let's say that Michelle's at 1,200. What you need to become a QSC, Kathy, as you just did, you need to bring on at least one team member. That team member needs at least one order. But if you keep doing as you're doing and you're bringing on people that are inspired and don't do what I did at first and just do it yourself like an idiot, like I was, right? Okay. So now what happens, you get to combine all these points together. So the 2,000, that's 2,800 plus the 12, that's 4,000. So to become a QSC, as Misty was saying, what this does is you need 4,000 points in minimally 60 days. Or you do it in 30, I think it's 30 days. You just went from getting a $300 bonus check to how much is it, Misty? Was it 400 or was it 600? Did they double that? Do you know?
You know what? I don't think that one was doubled all the way. I can't
I think
remember.
it was I think it was 100. I think it was
I
like
can look
300,
it up real
400.
quick. I'll look it up real quick.
But I like to go fast, don't you guys? You know what I mean? So now what this means for Kathy. So Kathy, remember how you would make $42 retail profit? You get 10% of the product volume, but you make commissions at a partner plus Michelle and Lisa. You now make 5% on that 420, which is an extra 15 bucks. QSC, Kathy, you get 10%. So now you make another 42 bucks. Right? So you get what I'm saying? So you would take another 10% of that. So you're going to make 10% commission, and you're going to get a $400 bonus if you do it in 30 days. And now, remember how I said qualify your business? Once you get to QSC, I'm not trying to confuse you, but now they don't give you all that volume on a monthly basis. They break it up. So for really easy math, if we use the trio, you would take 300 and divide it by 4, it's 75 points. So if you divide, you have to maintain, I think it's 1,800, correct, Misty, now? To qualify your business. It used to be 2,000 points, now it's 1,800. They actually reduced it to help benefit us. Now, if you took 1,800 and divided it by 75, that's how many orders you need to qualify your business. I know I'm going off page a little bit, but what this will do for you is this going to allow you to earn 3% commission, Kathy or Michelle, on all your downlines. So if Kathy just keeps killing it, she's doing $1 million in volume a month, and so is Lisa, then Michelle can earn 3% on those that volume. Is that making sense so far? So remember, to become a QSC, we need one partner, a total of 4,000 points. All you do is you divide those points by the volume of the orders. So you basically, to be a QSC, Kathy, Michelle, Lisa, you need about 9.5 quads in your team to become a QSC. Now here's what happens next. Kathy, your next thing, because you are a QSC now, you need to turn Lisa and Michelle into QSCs. The company gives you 6 months to do this, and you need one partner, excuse me, plus. You do this in 6 months. Now you rinse and repeat this 5 times, Kathy, and that's what you need to be an NMD. There is some structural things that occur underneath here that I will have to even look up, to be honest with you. But now on that trio, instead of making $30, you make $75. You can now also earn the 3% performance bonus, and you can get another 3%, what they call performance out bonus. So like people like Misty and Dr. Jason, they're higher. So I can get an extra 3% on the volume on which they do as well. And so the company basically rewards us for helping those below us. Unlike corporate America, as you guys are well aware of, right? If you make too much noise, they kick you out. They fire you. This, we actually love you and want to help you. So please never think that you're bothering us. That's what we're here to do. Did I go slow enough there? So basically, a QSC, guys, once you do these 3 things, you become a sales coordinator. So just remember the previous step that you did, just teach the person to do that, get two people to do that same thing you just did. And then you teach them to do the same. That's all this is. Now here's the beauty I want to show you guys. I used to own my own business and I would do everything myself. Well, I would make 100% of my profit. Juice Plus allows you to be paid on 5 generations deep. So if I start here and I bring on 5 awesome kick butt people, right? My front line is those 5. Now you can go 1 million people front line. That means your very top line doesn't matter. You can do as much as you want. If these 5 people then bring on 5 people, so 5 times 5 is 25, isn't it? If these 5 bring on 5, now we're at 125. Can you guys see these numbers okay?
Mhm.
Those 5 bring on 5, you're at 625. And 625 times 5 is 3105. For a grand total of 3,900 and I think it was $6 or 3,906 people. Now, what if each one of those people were worth $10? And I add another 0 to that. There's your monthly income. Now, does it take time to do that? Of course. But in 5 years, you're like, why wouldn't you follow me? Like, why wouldn't you put the work and the effort in over time? And this is what Jesus did.
Mhm.
Jesus went and got 12 guys and shared everything he could with them. And he taught them how to go out because he knew that he could branch out and make more of an impact, right? That's all we're doing here. But if we can bring people to these calls, if we can show them these things calmly and walk them through this and let them see this, they can see the relevance of this. And all you're doing is you're just getting a little piece. And when people tell you that this is a pyramid, my father taught me this. I got to share this because I want to take those things out of your head. Don't pull away from that. Explain it. Yeah. Oh, you mean? And I said, Dad, you mean like the company that you work for? And I draw it out. I seriously draw it out on napkins. I'm not kidding you. And I'm like, you mean like the chemical company where there's a CEO up here, and then there's international managers and regional managers and district managers, and then there's sales team, and then there's this, and it just keeps trickling down, and this person makes all the money, and it goes all the way down. I said, Dad, the only way you'd ever reach the top of that company is if you marry somebody, and guess what? You're already taken. God bless Mom for putting up with you. So my wife says about me too. So, but I said, look, and they got rid of you 43 years into your work, and he was a hard work. God, he would show up an hour of work every day, all these things, and they got rid of him. Then they hired somebody to come in and take his job. Now, the reason I show this, you have to clear their mind. Okay, because I was this guy. And if somebody really resists you, I would kick people out of my office for showing me this because I didn't understand it. And when I understood that I owned my company, I got paid the most. Well, in network marketing, you're at the bottom of the pyramid, aren't you? And there are layers, aren't there? There's Partner Plus, then there's QSC, then there's Sales Coordinator, then there's QSSC, then there's QNMD, then there's NMD, but everybody can hit the top. But everybody starts right here. And people say, that's not fair. I said, well, look, I wanted to be in the NBA, but I wasn't tall enough. I wasn't good enough. I didn't work hard enough. Doesn't mean just because I wanted it, I should get there. But I had the chance. The same thing here. And you're actually spreading all of the opportunity to everyone as you bring people on and help them. Everybody's looking for this. They really are. They're looking for a community like this. They just don't know what we have to offer. That's all. And when you come from your heart and you love people and you show them, hey, I am here for you no matter what, and you're not always going to come across the right way, and that's okay. But they'll eventually see how much fun you're having, and you don't have to work within walls. I'm a living testament and proof of that. You can go do whatever you want. And this is a vehicle that you can help people do that. And when they say, well, I don't have the time you do. Well, do you really know what I do? Well, no, I spend about 5 to 10 hours a week doing this. What's your time worth? Now or later, right? Because in 5 years, you're going to still be at the same job. And if you do this for 5 years and I'm seriously due into it, watch where your life goes. Does that make sense though, guys? Yeah, anytime you see that person hesitate, you answer that question immediately. You take that object away, and now that's your objective. That's what Misty did by showing you guys the back office. Now you're more comfortable. The French lady, oh, it's in, my God, I don't have to worry about currency. Kathy, we just did this the other night in sales call, right? Great, we don't have to freak, oh, we got people around the world, Nigeria. Oh, great, we don't have to freaking figure it out. Awesome, right? Like we were like, woo, thank you, God. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's, so we got to figure, if there is a setback, that's okay. Setbacks are given ordinary people to make them extraordinary, right? So don't get mad about that. Get excited about it because it's a blind sign we didn't see. So how can we take that? How can we use the law of polarity to make that a good thing, right? That's where we want to focus. It's all mindset. When you get that, you'll start applying that and you'll realize you'll always look for the good.
Hey, Dr. Kenny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing all that. I did look that up, and it's not double for QSC for the fast or the express fast track. It's 400, not. So usually it's 300. So if you do QSC in 60 days, you get a $300 fast track bonus. But the 400 is for the express fast track, and it didn't tell me how many days, but I do believe it's 30.
And when you guys look, I think that little escalation, right, Misty, that showed the one picture in Freedom Revolution.
Yeah,
let's show them. Can you pull that back up and show them that?
Yeah, I have it right now, actually.
Oh, thank you so much. And this will show you what we're talking about, where that is. Perfect. See the partner? Go ahead, Misty, you can lead that.
Right here.
See how it's 50 or 100?
Yep.
Oh, they did a sales coordinator too.
Oh, they did.
Nice.
I didn't know that. And I don't know what the time, they should have the time frames on here. I don't know where to find that.
I'm going to text Beth right now.
Good idea.
See, here's one thing I've learned too, guys. When you don't know an answer, act immediately. Do it then. Don't wait. Go ahead. Sorry.
Does the fast track start from when they get their email? Because I know Aluj got her email, but hasn't set up her back office or anything. So when does that 10 days start from?
Their first order.
Hey guys, man, I need you guys' help. We need to pray. Beth just texted me. They're heading to Cincinnati. Her husband had a pulmonary embolism.
Oh
my gosh.
I know.
Can we pray now? Is anybody opposed to us praying together?
Sure, I can pray.
Go ahead.
Heavenly Father, Lord God, we just come together in agreement with your word, God, believing that whenever two or more are gathered, you are here with us, Lord. And we lift up Beth and her husband, God, that you would have your hand upon his health, God, that you would give Beth all the peace and that she needs that surpasses all understanding, Lord. And we just pray that your healing hand would miraculously, supernaturally heal. I believe his name is Eric, God, that there would be no side effects, God, that your hand would just be a healing presence right now in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Oh. All right. Well, I don't know those answers, but eventually I'll get to them. I'll reach up to Chris. I know someone else. So yeah, Beth and Eric are just awesome people, guys. He's young. Another reason why don't wait till tomorrow to do things. Just another reminder. I mean, Eric's probably 45, 6, something like that.
Mhm.
There's no guarantees.
Penny, why are they going to Cincinnati?
I don't know. She didn't say. I'm assuming it's because that's probably the best because they live down in Tampa. So yeah, she said I'm heading to airport. Eric, maybe he was up there too. I don't know. He might be hunting up there. I bet he's a hunter, so that might be why too. Oh, God bless her, man. But this is something too, guys. Like Beth went something through similar to this with her own health about 3 years ago, and her team, because of the love she's put out, grew her freaking business. She didn't work her business for 9 months. See, when you have a community of people that love each other, it makes you want to do more for each other. Anybody else? It's amazing how life throws you loops, isn't it? I'll try and figure out where she's at. We'll send her like something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anybody got any questions?
Everyone have a safe and wonderful weekend.
Thanks,
You guys
everyone.
are awesome.
Thank
See you guys
you.
Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye-bye.